Well, here's the astrology for April 2023. Well, March and April and May are all going to be very strong, energetic energies. So, planet is moving through what's called the photon belt, and the energy of the planet is raising. And I'm sure that you're all feeling it. So, the first half of April is Aries season. So, have you been feeling a little restless, irritable, a little fiery, maybe a little explosive? Welcome to Aries. We also have in the first half of April 3 other planets in Aries. So, Aries is the symbol of I am, the self. We're looking a lot at our own individual journeys. Aries is also the sign of the warrior, pioneering. We have a lot of warrior energy out there right now, if you haven't felt it already. And on the world stage, we're seeing a lot of the warrior energy. Lots of things going on. We're in great big changes here on planet Earth. When we had the last new moon in Aries, we were stepping into new Earth energy. And so in April, we are also going to have another new moon in Aries. So the one in March was at the 0 degrees of Aries, just entering into that new Earth energy. At the end of April, which is actually April 19th, it's going to be at 29 degrees Aries. So when we get into the degrees, the earlier degrees is the new Aries energy, fresh start. And then when we get to the later degrees, the energy is stronger on top of a solar eclipse. But first, we have a full moon in Libra, which is going to be on April 5th. On top of that, we have also the 3 planets in Aries. We have the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron. So Chiron is the wounded healer. So if you feel a lot of old wounds or just wounds coming up, that's Chiron in Aries. And then we have the Sun, and the Sun is our life force energy. So we're all feeling very warrior-like, very stand up for ourselves type energy. We also have Jupiter in Aries. So any sign that is in Jupiter expands. So this is really big, big Aries energy, which is fire. Watch your temper. It's just a big energy moving forward into this new Earth. Aries is also connected with the root chakra, that fight or flight. The first half, basically for March, April, and May, we need to focus on, or it's a good time to focus on grounding. Get yourself out into Mother Nature. Try and keep yourself more grounded instead of embracing all of that fire energy and being explosive or warrior-like. So there's always the higher vibration and the lower vibration. And April invites us to really find the balance between warrior and the self. Full moon in Libra on April 5th, Libra rules the scales of justice and the law and balance and harmony. It's ruled by Venus. So thank goodness this love energy comes in. We're seeing also in the world, we're seeing a lot of injustice, lots of injustice being called out. That Aries energy with the 3 planets says, no way. And that's what the Libra full moon is helping to bring in. Libra also rules partnership. So you might find that a nice unexpected love interest comes in. Wouldn't that be nice? Libra also rules partnership. So what's interesting is we have the energy of Aries, which is the self, and then we have the full moon in Libra, which is partnership. So we talk here a lot about doing the inner work, but also doing the inner work. So if everyone does their inner work together in partnership, we can create this new world. And we're in this new world. So this month also helps a lot to focus more on the new world and what we want to create. The full moon in Libra allows us to partner up with people who are of that like-minded, who have done the inner work. Focus on love and the new earth, because that's what, I don't know, I'd like the new earth to be more of a love frequency. So because the Aries is the fight or flight, Libra is the partnership, and they're opposite each other when we have a full moon. The polarity is I am, the difference between me or us. So we'll see a lot of that. I want to do it my way, but learning to partnership, me versus us. On this full moon in Libra, of course, all the Aries energy, watch out for your health, taking care of yourself. It's a great time to get healings, to partner up with a healer to get healings, but to also watch out for your health, because all this fire energy can burn us out. Too much fire, not enough fuel, burnout. Watching for your health, eating properly, getting enough sleep, which is hard in this energy. I know that I've had a hard time sleeping. A lot of people that I've been talking to aren't sleeping very well. And it's the energy of moving through this photon belt, the frequency of the planet raising, and all this fire energy. We also have fixed energy in the month of April, which is not budgeable. Taurus is the second half. Try to even get a bull to move, period, when it doesn't want to move. That's fixed energy. So it's not just the Taurus, but we have the fixed energy. So that unbudgeable energy is also, so it creates a little friction. Second half of April is in Taurus, and that starts April 20th. And Taurus is Earth. It represents our values, what we value, money, food. And so we're going to be feeling the energy of, what are we valuing regarding money, food. Tauruses love their food. Oh my gosh. You want to get to the heart of a Taurus? Give them food. That's why they rule the food. And Mother Earth. So we're going to be called, to ask how we, the way we value money, how do we value money differently, and possibly how the world deals with money. We've seen a lot of the banks collapsing, and that's that Taurus energy of money systems changing. So watch out for that. And then on the 19th of April, we have a new moon in Aries, that new moon in Aries, it's 29th degree, with a solar eclipse. And solar eclipses expand the energy, and they create these portals when we have eclipses. It's a big portal in new Earth. to launch us into that new earth, even though we're 1 foot in it already. And the eclipses expand everything, just make everything bigger. And then we have that Aries, the warrior planet, fire, big. We'll see out in the planet on Earth a lot of rebel energy, rebels against authoritarian energy, authoritarian control. And it's also sextile, which is coupled with Saturn in Pisces. So we're having Saturn in Pisces for the next 3 years. That's about building new structures. Saturn is structures. Pisces is that water. It's about also the expansion of rebel energy against authoritarian control, and also the expansion of building new structures independent of mainstream, the mainstream way in which the world operates, which is very interesting. The opportunity for creating a new earth right now is huge. It is absolutely huge. All these energies support it. And with that Aries, of course, expanding with the solar eclipse is going to make us feel a lot more confident. Like, no, don't, you can't push me around type energy. Again, remembering that Aries rules that root chakra. And with the solar eclipse, it's also going to be squaring, which is a challenge, Pluto in Aquarius. Even more so, rebelling against authoritarianism and control, that freedom, the technology. It'll be very interesting to see the new things coming out in technology around, especially around this new moon in Aries. So remember the root chakra, fight or flight, fighting for love, sovereignty, peace, harmony is, I know what I'll be doing, as opposed to fighting one another in that warrior energy of Aries is the warrior of me. I want it my way, that fixed energy. So it is an opportunity to choose what you're going to fight for, because all this Aries energy is the fight energy. So what are you going to fight for is the question I will ask you. And as I always say, stay in the love frequency. Then on the 21st, I'm almost done. The 21st, Mercury goes retrograde in Taurus. Woohoo! Our last Mercury cycle that was in Gemini was tough. Oh my gosh, it was in for 7 months. And so I think we've probably all had enough of that Mercury. But Mercury's always there. So we are going to have a retrograde on the 21st of April. And so it's always the RE words: rewind, review, renew. Taurus is ruled by Venus. We might want to spend more time with our loved ones. We might want to review our monies. We might want to have a new eating plan. How are we going to integrate healthy food into our lives? And because it's an earth sign, manifesting, making plans for what you might want to manifest when Mercury goes direct. So it's a really good energy. Also, it might be a great time to research how to grow food, how to grow your own food, how to have a garden. That might be a good way to use that energy. But regardless, March, April, and May are big, huge change energies. And so stay grounded, Be conscious of your root chakra, making sure it's not blown wide open in that fight or flight, because we are walking in these new earth energies and that age of Aquarius that I've been talking about forever. Peace, love, harmony. Hang on, and just remember to go out in nature, get grounded. With the Saturn and Pisces, it's a great time to study a new spiritual practice. And be careful of escapism, because Saturn in Pisces does rule escapism, excessive drinking, drugs, things that aren't healthy for us or good for us, or anybody else for that matter. So that is going to be the energy for the next 3 years. I'm sure you'll hear me talk about it a million times, on top of all the energies that we have going on March, April, May. Take care of yourself and try not to do any unhealthy escaping.